especially those who are coming from far distances. I understand there are people from Uniben. You are from Uniben? Okay, you are welcome to Obafemi Awolowo University. We have people from Ile-Ife. Wow, please put your hands together for them. Thank you for coming. I understand we have others on their way from Foye and others will be joining tomorrow from the north. I want to congratulate you, the ESCOs, the organizers. It's actually not easy putting things together, but I want to congratulate you because I can see that this is already a success. It can only get better, and I believe by tomorrow you will have this place filled up. So I want to welcome you to Obafemi Awolowo University once again, and I strongly believe that you are going to have a good time. I want to congratulate you for choosing the course Estate Management. It's the best course in the whole world. I don't think there's anybody ever wants to doubt it. The truth is that as long as you will need a shelter, you need an office, you need a warehouse, you need agricultural facilities, then estate management is important. You need estate management for life to move on. Without estate management, there will be no life. We are there in the built environment, we are there in the natural environment. You find estate management everywhere. So once again, you are welcome to OAU, and I wish you the best in your deliberations. I can see you already have some of your guest speakers. You are all welcome, sir. You are welcome, ma'am. And I believe the students will learn a lot from you. You can do me this favor of testing your colleagues that are not here that the program has started and it's going to be great. Tell them not to mix it for anything. This is the best place to be. It is better than being in Paris right now. This is the best place to be. So tell them, don't miss this, not even for a lunch in Paris. This is the best place to be. I hope you do that right away. Take your phone, tell your colleagues that are not here that this is where it is happening. You'll be discussing artificial intelligence and the future of what? Estate management. The truth is that the future belongs to technology. Whatever you do, you always find a way of mixing it with technology. I have some of you speaking now. You hardly find someone doing just one thing. People are always combining it. I was listening to a program, the man said he's an economist and a technologist. You see people saying, I'm this and that, I'm this and that. What do you want to add to estate management? You can't just fold your hands and just be doing only estate management. Someone was talking the other time, he said he's into photography, he's into this and that, in addition to estate management. So you must do something, you must add value. Part of what we are trying to do is to add value. You must learn to add value. Not just determining value, but you must add value. Value creation. And that is what really matters in today's global economy. You must learn to do what? Add value. First of all, add value to yourself before you start thinking of adding value to the economy. So what you are doing right now, you are trying to add value to yourself because you will definitely learn something that will trigger, that innate ability that is stored in you. Just one word can trigger it, and then you begin to see the power that has been in you all along. You never can tell what you can do in addition to estate management. But by the time you listen to the guest speakers, then you begin to see certain reactions. Just one word. And one thing I want to leave you with today is that in the practice of estate management, let integrity and honesty be your watchword. If you don't learn anything from this conference, make sure you take this with you and run with it. Integrity and what? Honesty. I'll tell you, I will conclude conclude with this illustration. There are some estate firms, some clients gave them job, then they actually wanted them to manipulate the figures. So there are about 7 of them. 4 agreed to manipulate the figures. And then they got the job. And then subsequently, these same clients needed estate surveyors and valuers that they can vouch for. So when they mentioned the other 4, they said, no, I don't want those ones. They can cut corners. They went for the other 3 that refused to cut corners, and they got a bigger job just because they noticed in them that integrity and honesty. The same set of clients, they're the ones that, will I say, lured them. They lured the other 4, they fell for it. And now they needed another set of estate surveyors and valuers that they can vouch for, that have integrity and honesty. And they decide to go for the other 3 because they know they can vouch for them. So I want you to be among those that they can vouch for. Initially, it may look like you are missing out. They call you all sorts of names. The other 4 got the job, they got some money. But later on, they needed people with integrity. They went for the other 3 and they got a bigger job. So please, I don't want you to be in a hurry. What is not yours will not come your way, but that which is yours will always come your way. So just try and be known for a man or a woman of what? Integrity and honesty. Thank you very much. Enjoy your conference.
The Department of Estate Management from Federal University of Technology, Akure, where she graduated with a first-class honor, known for her first exceptional leadership. She emerged and served as the first female faculty president in the National Association of Environmental Science student body in Futa at large. Awolowo Amanda champions personal development, guiding others on their journey towards self-growth. A web enthusiast and a trader, due to her unique passion for women empowerment, she founded Ladies That Donate, a vibrant community of ladies striving for success in all aspects of life. Please, let's clap for her. You can answer for your presentation, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm excited to be here. Thank you to all the leaders and everyone who put this together. I know to put the conference together is never easy. So please put a round of applause for the conveners and all the leaders. Thank you very much. And I want to say a big welcome to everyone that has traveled down here. This is a sacrifice you're making and is going to yield by the grace of God. So welcome once again to this amazing conference. So my name is Awolowo Amanda. I'm a recent graduate of Federal University of Technology, Akure, Estate Management. And just like every other person, I didn't even know what estate management was. It was actually a course in university. I had no idea. I got into UAPS for my A-levels. I started with civil engineering because you have to pick a course. I just knew that I can't do civil engineering. Like, no, I can't. Then from civil engineering, I looked for, okay, let me go for a simpler course. Don't let me stress myself. Because at this point I was tired. I picked industrial design. And I'm grateful to God that I changed my mind eventually. Because industrial design would have stressed life out of me. And then I found myself in estate management. I thought, oh, okay, this should be easy now, to just read and all of that. Then we started. I came into 200 level. We started with borrowed courses like surveying and geoinformatics. Do you guys do that? Like, why? Do we have any of our lecturers here? Why do they make us go through that stress? Is it really important for us to have a background in surveying and geoinformatics? Because that really is stressful. But to God be the glory, it was nice, eventually. So I was speaking on academic excellence, leveraging artificial intelligence in today's world. Do we know what AI is about? Do we know artificial intelligence? Or you are scared that it's going to chase you back to the village? Is that your mind? See, my fellow students, I need you to respond because I want you to be as interactive as you can be. And I want you to enjoy every bit of this because we are both learning, alright? So please respond to me. Should I kneel down? Should I kneel down? Thank you. So I'm going to start with a story, and this is it. So there's a guy, he needed to submit a very important document. That's his project, his final year project. He had like 6 months to do it. And he did not start. He kept postponing it until a week to submission date. And eventually he started. And God loves him so much. There's ChatGPT at the time. There's a lot of AI tools that he could just, go on and it would do everything for him. And yes, he did it. And was able to meet with the deadline. Can you guess what happened next? Can you guess? I should tell you. Okay. Well, he had to carry over the project. It is AI. AI is very dictative. He didn't use it well. I know, right? But then, what's now the point of using the AI if you can't even command and give the correct prompt to the AI? AI is not meant to come and take over everything that you're doing. Do you know that? So I'm going to speak a little about AI, away from academics now. Do you know that people are making money from just selling the prompt that you put into AI? I know some people will just go there. What is this? You don't want to ask Google anymore. You just go to ChatGPT. What is this? And of course, it will bring it out. Do you know that there are better ways you can actually get the right responses from that? So first you need to learn how to put your prompt together. Because two people can put different prompts and it's still going to bring different answers. So first you need to learn how to use this thing efficiently. And AI is not here to take over your learning. It's not here to take over what exactly you are in school for. And first of all, what is academic excellence to you? Because if you are going to leverage on AI, you need to know exactly what you are leveraging on. What is academic excellence to you? To some people, academic excellence is, okay, I want to graduate to the first class or a strong 2-1, and they will do all they can to get it. And to some people, academic excellence is, okay, I'm in a school community, I want to network, and I want to do it well. And to some people, it's just, okay, I'm in school, I want to build something. Grade is not everything, if we are being fair, but if you want to graduate from university, you need to have a grade that would allow you to pass. But who you become in the process, I believe university is a molding ground, and academic excellence is not just about the book, it is everything, even to your social life. We know some people, I don't know if you know a book, Why A Student Work for C Students. It is not about, okay, I'm in school, I just want to read and pass. That is for some people, those are going to academics. But you know you are a business person. School is not just for you to go and read and forget about your business. It's a place for you to connect. So in a way, that is academic excellence, even to you. Although they don't give us grades for this, they don't give us awards or badges for this. But if we are being honest, that is excellence to us. So how do you incorporate this to help you? How do you incorporate the use of AI to give you that excellence? So it's just like you've decided to work on a particular project for the period of time you're in school, maybe for 4 years, 5 years. And at the end, you want to come out excellently, maybe in your business or anything. So how does this AI help you get there? So I'm a trader, I'm a Web3 enthusiast, I trade crypto. Oh my God. And recently, because there's like a meme coin bust right now, we call it bull run and stuff. Recently, I've been trying to come up with an actual bot. Mind you, I have no background in computer science whatsoever. CSE 201, yes, it's actually a course in FUTA that is mandatory for everybody to take. I took the course and honestly, I don't know how I passed. I have no idea how I passed that course. So now, AI is taking over, and I know that if I'm going to build this thing, AI can help me. And I started doing my research on how I can create a trading bot that can actually help me get the tickers fast. I don't even know how to do LO or anything. But there's a prompt that you can just type on ChatGPT, and it takes you, like it gives you the code, it writes the code for you. But it's left to you to know how to impute it, because ChatGPT is not going to do that for you. So it has cut across everything. So it's even beyond just school walls. But the fact that you are in school, it helps you build even more capacity to be able to make this artificial intelligence work for you. And AI is not something you rely on 100%, because it's just like you giving your power away. And if you're going to do anything excellently well with this, because AI is actually here to stay. If you know the coins that are even doing well, sorry I'm going to talk about this a lot because that's like almost my everyday life, aside from real estate. The coins that are doing so well, they are AI incorporated, because that is where the world is going to. And if you don't move now, when are you going to move? Apologies that some things are still being done traditionally in our schools, but we are students. We are Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen everything. We need to move. And at that time, I was really glad when the president told me about the topic for this conference. Because everybody needs to be aware, right? So, academic excellence is evolving in today's tech-driven world. It can be used as a transformative tool for education. And let me tell you, our lecturer and everybody uses this tool. But what we use it for is just different. And like I said, I already established that academic excellence is not just about your courses. It's not just about the books you want to read. It's how it can help you do better in your business. It's how it can help you create those contents better. Because excellence is you having a feeling that you're a part of something good, right? And you are doing all you can to make sure that it comes out well. That is excellence. And it is beyond just academics. But let me just say, oh, it's academics because you are within the university confines. We're going to explore in this presentation what AI is, its role in education, how AI can help students excel academically, ethical consideration and practical tips. Okay. So, we refer to AI as system that is designed to perform tasks for you just like any human would. And the thing is, anybody can develop a chatbot if you know how to put codes together. So why will you let AI run you over? Why will you let AI take your power from you when somebody like you is building this thing? And you know what we do as students? I think there's an AI that you can just upload your documents and it's going to give you a summary of everything, right? Do you know that AI? You've used it now, during your exams. You don't want to read 100 pages, you just put it there, choo-choo, it's out. As much as that is very good, you still need to put the effort, because these things are not 100% accurate, right? They may leave out some information that is very useful for you. So even with AI, you can broaden your research ability. So now that we've all agreed that yes, AI is taking over, this is that, so how do you position yourself well to not be at disadvantage in this evolution? That means you need to do more. Because there's pressure everywhere, right? There's a lot of pressure. I think Google or, I can't remember, maybe Amazon, they are laying off staff every day because they have automations. Even in real estate, I'm applying to some courses, and part of the research topics is automation of construction sites. And this is telling that very soon people are not going to be going to construction sites anymore. They're just going to stay at the comfort of wherever they are. But they will still be able to monitor everything that is going on there. That means very soon, project managers, we may not need them anymore. Even down to construction workers, there are robots that are developing every day to do this. So, with all of this, it is important that you position yourself to be at a very good advantage of this. If not, we're just going to go back to farm. And farming is not even bad, if you are being honest. But very soon, everything is still going to be automated in the farm. And the world is for those that want to do more. If I tell you that some of the builders in the Web3 space, they are young people. I'm talking under 18 there. That's well, being a Nigerian, it is well. Being a Nigerian has kind of put us at a disadvantage because what they are teaching them over there, we are still back, like really backwards, right here. But we cannot, it's not our fault that it's happening this way. And that's why we have to push ourselves to do more. We have to push ourselves to be students and learned people in this ever-changing world, because the world is changing every day. Even for businesses, it is changing. I asked a mentor of mine that, as a young person, at this age and time, in this T-Paint era, how are we going to become billionaires? Like, do you ask yourself that question? Like, what are these people doing aside from money laundering and maybe ritual killing or something? Like, how can I actually become a billionaire? Do you know that if you, and the truth is, we are very early. In the face of all of these things, we are very early. I watched a documentary as far back as 2012. I watched it this year. But the documentary happened, or they took it in 2012. The guy was, all his life, he doesn't even have a girlfriend. He's a billionaire, a Russian. He doesn't have a girlfriend. Even his family, they're just like at arm's length. And what is his life job? He was, at the time of 2012, he was building a robot that can clone the man. Like, it was so crazy. The robot will be able to do everything. And this is 2024. Don't we have it already? We do. And they've been planning it since that time. Now, we're in 2024. Things that will happen in 2030 is already happening right now. If Nigeria doesn't change the way education is going to be, I can't even imagine where we are going to be in 2030. Maybe on the side, like really sidelined, because everything has changed. And this is a call for you to actually do better. This is a call for you to take research seriously, because if there's anything you are going to do better, if there's any way you can find your own niche, even outside of school, you need to do a thorough research. And you can use AI to this effect. Let's say in your field, like I heard that somebody makes blogs and all. Very soon, all of that is going to be automated. So how can you be at the forefront? And the way to place yourself as the key opinion leader in any industry is when you start that thing, or you are part of the early starters of that thing. That is the way you can get all of these things. You imagine the likes of Dangote and all of them, how they're like so enigma that they can't be shaken. It's because they started it. Now the OpenAI guy started this old ChatGPT thing. A lot of other chats have come up, but he's still seen as a key opinion leader. And the fact that you are here doesn't mean that you cannot get things done, if I'm being honest with you. But it's just going to take a lot of grit and seriousness from us, because we are at war, if I'm being honest. We are at war. Jobs are going every day to machines, to AI. So how do you position yourself? So this is beyond school now. This is beyond, okay, I just want to go and do ESM 205 or ESM 401 or something. It's after school, so what happens? I need to start thinking about it from now. And see, lucky you, the earlier you start this, the better you get. Give yourself 2-3 years time. And you need to be specific. What is taking your focus in this whole game? What am I focusing on? You are into branding. How can you use AI to brand better? Then we have AI tools for adaptive learning platform like this. I don't know if anybody knows Khan Academy. It's fully AI. You know Duolingo now. These people don't learn languages. It is well. Then writing assistants, we have Grammarly, we have Prebots and the likes. Then research tools, you can make use of Google Scholar and ResearchGate. Then for career and building, you have, do you know how to use LinkedIn? Do you know that you can use LinkedIn to get the exact job that you want? And it will give you all the necessary materials that will make you skillful in that job. Do you know? Students, do we know? I can't hear. No. Alright, we have a lot of work to do. I don't want anybody here to be backward because already, let me just divert a bit. Already, our field estate management is already infiltrated by a lot of externals. And if we are going to take it back, well, we don't necessarily need to take it back, but if we are going to keep being relevant in this field, then as a body, we need to do something more. Because those people are not reading books or anything, they are business persons. We need to move our project from just a project that is going to end on the shelf to something that we can actually develop. I know we still have a long way to go, but anybody can do it. Then benefits of AI for academic excellence. Of course, we have smart research tools. We have that quickly enhances and analyzes vast amounts of information. We have enhanced study techniques that space repetition. All these tools that I actually listed here, they are not something we are so familiar with in this part of the world because some of these things are restricted. Some you need to pay subscriptions for them. But ChatGPT is still accessible to everybody. Of course, there is a paid plan for the higher level, but the basic one is still very much free. And it can help you, like simplify things for you. But you need to know how to use it well. AI is not going to take away anything you have if you don't allow it. And as motivational speakers would say, you need to build yourself, like guard yourself so well that no matter what comes, you are still standing strong. One of my mentors said something it's already a pandemic, right? With the influx of AI taking this, taking that, the only skill that will stand the test of time is leadership skill. Leadership skill and research skills. So by 2030, you know that those are really standing at people that they really built, like they've guided themselves up. And when I say leadership skill, I'm not saying you should be the president or try to fill into one position. No, be the leaders of yourself first. Put yourself on the target. That this is where the world is going to. How can I be there? Nobody is going to do this thinking for you. You have to do it by yourself. Then there are some ethical considerations because if we are going to say, okay, let's bring this AI thing to our academics and the likes, our lecturers are going to dissuade our minds from us using these tools because they feel like we are going to rely heavily on it, and it's true. Students rely heavily on AI tools, and it's not meant to be. I mean, we do it, but if we are being honest, it's not meant to be. So you're not going to learn. The main purpose of you being a student is to learn. Whether life is teaching you or school is teaching you, you are just learning and you are getting better. Ethical consideration, challenges of using AI in academics. I spoke about dependency and privacy because as we are trying to use it to make our lives better, there are some people that are also behind all these AIs and all that. They want to use it for ulterior motive. And that we can't control, if we are being honest. We cannot control that. Your data security and all. We can't really control it. So that's like another side of all these AI things. And the truth is, it's not going to stop. Is it Nigeria that is still borrowing money? Are they the ones that want to put into consideration the security of their citizens' data? No. but we still have to use it regardless. So if we prepare ourselves for things like this, actually, then inequality, like I said earlier, not everybody is going to have access to some platforms because they can't afford it. There's some subscription plans that are based like $20, $30, and so on, for you to be able to access some features there. Then, integrity. Even though this is like, I'm going to say, just like our age with this age, in anything we do, integrity must be a key. Even in our profession. But if you are going to be using AI and you are a student, don't just dump everything. There's some assignments or whatever that they are not going to go and fact check. But you know that there's also there's a platform that they can check the percentage of AI written words or something that is in that document. Some would fact check. Let's say the project. During my own project, they did it. My own supervisor used it. So it boils down to you saying your own and giving the AI opportunity to say its own also. Then you are human, and a machine cannot be smarter than you. They just have vast, because they are coded, so they have vast information than you, but they cannot be smarter than you. I know some of us, and I'm saying this thing is just going to the other hand because we will still go back to doing and relying heavily on AI, but then it's for your own good. Because when you get to the field, the AI is not going to help you. It is you and maybe your employer or whoever it is that you want to get the job done for. Then, addressing these ethical challenges, solutions. Use AI as supplement and not a replacement for anything you're doing. Then follow academic integrity standards. This integrity, they won't force you to do it, it's for your own good. Advocate for equitable access to AI tools. Then protect personal data while using AI platforms. I don't know how really feasible you can protect your personal data from AI because they have access to all the IP addresses, everything. So when you are using a system that is connected to the internet, they have access to everything. But just try as much as possible to share whatever private information. There's no way, if I'm being honest. They have access. Because, so, on the blockchain, everything is transparent. And that's where the world is moving to. Everything, they will see everything, what you are doing, where you moved something to. Everything is transparent. That is the world we are getting into. And we just need to embrace it. And as much as possible, we should adapt to this. Then, practical tips for leveraging AI. I wrote here that you should set clear goals. Identify areas where AI can help you. So you don't depend on this thing 100%. Then combine tools with effort. Like make it a combined thing. Don't just rely heavily on these AI tools. Then stay updated because every day there are new chatbots coming up. There are new AI tools coming up. There are just, it's a lot of information. It's a lot of things going on. You need to stay updated. I know it is not so easy to stay updated when it comes to tools like this because as you are thinking that, oh, this tool is the best, there are some tools that are even better than that tool that you are using. Then collaborate with AI, use it for brainstorming and refining ideas. And that comes to the prompt. You need to be able to give the AI a clear picture of what you have in your head. So that is you collaborating and you are not just saying, okay, write me a business plan, I do this, I do that, and you just wait, and when it's done, you just copy, paste it somewhere, edit it, and that is it. No. If you are into business and you are using AI to do your business plan, investors are not looking for paper because anything on paper is right, can be true. But it depends on you. They are looking at the personality. Wusi would say it, Dr. Sumisman would say it, everybody will tell you that it's not about your business plan. It is about you, the person. It's a thing of character. And you cannot give AI character. Character is a human thing. Then the next one, and these are the key takeaways I have for this session. AI is transforming education and academic excellence. Responsible use of AI tools enhances learning, productivity, and creativity. It just helps you make your life better, but it's not something you should rely on 100%. Combining AI with effort leads to smarter learning and better results. Then, this is my closing message. Excellence isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. AI is here to help you achieve that, and you should do well to leverage very well. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Alright, before us we have Mr. George Ayomifo. Mr. George Ayomifo, he has dedicated the past few years expertly navigating the intricate domains of product management, business development, and business strategy. His journey through this professional landscape has been nothing short of remarkable, featuring tenures at the prestigious organizations including GT Bank, Prunet, Alt Prize, and Emerging Communities Africa. George's exceptional commitment to global betterment shines through his leadership in international initiatives. These experiences exemplify his unwavering dedication to fostering positive change on a worldwide scale. Academically, George is well equipped with an MBA in Business Administration from Tekedia Institute, which further enriches his strategic expertise. Additionally, he is a bachelor degrees holder in Urban Regional Planning, first class. At present, George is channeling his profound knowledge and experience into medical and sane, both health and health tech solutions designed to bridge critical healthcare gaps in Africa using artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Mr. George Ayomifo.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is George Ayomifo. You can just refer to me as George. It's a big privilege to be in your midst today. I count it a simple honor, and I do not take it for granted. I want to appreciate the management of the, I think we call it Great Ife, the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University. The leadership across the departmental level, the leadership across the national level. Nemsa, am I right? Yes, sir. Yes, Nemsa and all other leaders across different institutions here present. Thank you very much for the opportunity. All right, so I know it is quite hot already, and this is not pretty much the best time to have this sort of conversation. Right? I want to guess that a number of you are tired. Am I right? Yes. So we should have it up fast. Let's be sincere, right? Yes. All right, so I'm going to do just that. Right? I'm going to wrap it up just fast, and I hope we get value while we do that. I would like also to make it interactive, such that we can be able to maybe do one or two practical things and learn one or two hands-on things. Let me first also appreciate the speaker that just spoke before me. Please, a round of applause for her. So oftentimes I would always say that I don't like going out with her, right? But I know I'm very well, she's a good friend. I don't like going out with her, especially when she has to speak. And I'll tell you why. When she was being introduced as the first lady faculty president in somewhere, right? I lost to her in that election. So, so it's usually something that I enjoy listening to often times also, right? And it's something that makes me feel like, oh, again, I have to hear this. All right, so please a round of applause for a fellow of my just like you, my name is George Ayomifo. I work currently as a product manager across majorly across healthcare solutions. And one of the things we are doing with our product at the moment is to use artificial intelligence to bridge the gap across various health gaps that exist across Africa, right? I hope the intro is not here again, guys. I hope the intro is not here again. Alright, I'm safe, yeah? So the other time we were saying network management is the best. Okay, well, a lot of you did not agree, right? You can see silence is consent, I understand. It's hard to agree now, because I was sitting here and I was saying to myself, I graduated from the best department in the world, about my regional planning. So usually in the built environment, I think there's always that tussle of who is the leader, right? So an architect will say, I'm the one that gets the job and takes it to the surveyor. And the surveyor will say, no, you get the job. How many of you have heard of such arguments? Alright, I think maybe in 10 years' time, we might not need to have such arguments again. And that is like some of the conversations that we are going to be having. Because largely, we can have powered solutions that can now solve some of these problems. How many of you agree that we can now take land mapping, area surveys, with just our phones, right? How many of us know? We know that we can now do that, right? We can now take area surveys just using our phones, right? I'm not saying that means that we will not need surveyors again. I'm just saying we might not need surveyors in the way that we need them at this time. And I think that applies to us all. To myself as an urban planner, to yourself also as an estate manager and valuer, and to every other person in the built environment. I think it is important for us to be able to strategically position ourselves such that we do not become irrelevant in 5 to 10 years to come. I think all of these things that we are doing, it is positioning, simply. So for many people who lost their job during the Industrial Revolution, if they had known that there was going to be an age when machines were going to take people's jobs, they would probably have learned to make those machines, right? Or to be able to operate those machines. As such, they might not have lost their jobs. And so for many other people who lost their jobs during the computer revolution, I think when we had computers, if they had positioned themselves rightly, they might not have, right? So also is the clamor about artificial intelligence, machine learning, and a whole lot of emerging technologies that we are trying to bring into traditional paths. Because whether we like it or not, things are changing, and whether we change or not, we would have to move on from those times. So I'd like to quickly go into my slide. I'm not sure if it is being projected, but yeah, before I do that, I want to do some sort of like games, right? I'm not sure about how many schools are here represented, but I'm sure I was able to catch. I'm sure we're here. You're from Obafemi Awolowo University. Can you raise up your hand? Please raise it up properly. Great Ife! Great Ife! Alright, I'm not going to say much. Put your hands down. I was going to throw this, but I want to go home safely. I think it is greater Uni-Lorite, right? Greater Uni-Lorite.
Better by far.
People were saying better by far the other time. We did not hear anything again. Greater Uni-Lorite. They did not come. Greater Uni-Lorite. Alright, I think that's quite much better, right? We also have here Uni-Ben, right? That is another very great school. I respect a lot. I don't know how they call it. Is it greatest Uni-Ben? Greatest Uni-Ben. Greatest Uni-Ben. Greatest Uni-Ben. So I want to play a few games. And there's one other crying the other time. Oh, how did I do that? I think we ought to stand up while I introduce this one. You are not going to this one I want to introduce. I think we should all stand up. Let's stand up first now. Stand. You people don't want to stand up. You have not heard this one I want to introduce. I think we should all stand up while I introduce this one. Alright, so join me as I introduce the most prestigious of all schools. I need to say the #1 school at the moment in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the best school of technology in Africa. This is no other school than the Federal University of Technology in Africa. A round of applause for this great school. If you are computer, great Presbyterian. Thank you very much, guys. I also we want to what were you here? Alright. If you are from Korea, can I see your hand? Oh, that's quite nice. Alright, so I did not check for you guys, but let me play the game for the people that I took note of. So this is it, guys. Please keep your phones. I'm going to start from this end. Yes. What is the slogan of the 1-0.
Innovation and technology.
I like that. Innovation and technology. Don't mind them. All of those things that colonialists created, all of them are knowledge. When you decide on the title about innovation, Futa is what? Technology for self-reliance. Please, a round of applause for this guy. I think I prayed for. I didn't allow you to talk. All right, let me allow you.
Knowledge for power.
You see, it's still knowledge. There is no technology, there is no innovation. But when you hear, that's not a joke, by the way, but I think it's interesting some of these things I will need to know. So very quickly, I'm going to go into my slide, and I'm going to have just a few icebreakers also. I mean, something that we can work on together. I want to be very fast with this. I want it to be interesting. So, what I'm doing is AI-powered solutions for real-world problems. And how many of you are interested in artificial intelligence? Can you raise your hand? If you are really interested in artificial intelligence, I can't see any hands. Alright, cool, right? I think that whether or not you are interested now, I think you should start developing interest, because it's a reality. Like you cannot escape from it. And one particular thing I would like you to look more importantly into is using artificial intelligence to solve real-world problems. I was listening to while she was speaking earlier, and she mentioned that for many people that mention different professions like different practice, there are different solutions, I mean AI-powered solutions that are trying to solve those problems at the moment. I'm going to give you a lot of examples in my slide earlier. So number one thing, now let's go to slide one. Number one thing when it comes to AI, I think that everybody should, I mean, if you are going to forget everything about, you know about AI, I mean, forget ChatGPT, forget every other AI product you have seen. The singular goal of AI at its core is automation. I mean, a point where we can, and when we say automation, you get what I mean, right? A point where we can all hands off something and it can work by itself, right? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Are we together, please? Like that's the end goal. I mean, that's the summary of AI. So when you think of AI, when you think of artificial intelligence, and when you think of it, I want you to think of it in relation to a problem. I'm trying to draw a picture in your head. Think of it in relation to a problem. I mean, something you currently do. So I would often make a joke with my department. I mean, when I was in school, right? That I think in the next 50 years, okay, this is what I would usually say. Let me just say. I would usually say that I think I just need to work on just one mobile solution, and it will take all of us out of job. And I mean it. I think it has the capacity to, but we just need to. And I do not need to undermine what we do within the digital environment. But I think that many of the things we do is easy to automate. I mean, you don't need to train the AI models to be able to do a lot of those things. Although it costs a lot of money. I mean, to train AI models is a very easy amount of money. But if we have such resources, I mean, these are things that are largely possible. And a lot of us would have to change the manner in which we address or see our profession at the moment. So I wrote down there that the singular end goal of AI is automation. And it is an obvious truth. AI-driven automation streamline workflow. I'm going to be taking back to a lot of things you have said. Like AI essentially is to streamline workflow. We have a lot of things to do. We just want to streamline some of these work processes, right? And the future we envision is a future where repetitive tasks are now being seamlessly automated. One of the things I was thinking about, I was sitting down here, is maybe a quick test on the repetitive tasks that currently exist within estate management that we can quickly brainstorm upon and create a solution for, right? So you now then begin to see practically how that a lot of the things that we do, we really do not need to continue doing them. What that means is that we need to start thinking of more innovative things to do, right? Someone once said that, I think AI will make all of us lazy, because we will not I was looking at an AI event also, right? Because that was the contribution someone was giving. He said, we will not be using a large portion of our money again. And I'm like, that's quite interesting. But I do not think so. Because I do not think that so let's assume that the technology that allows objects to fly without being pulled down, I mean aeroplanes, the technology never existed. I do not think that we would have advanced as much as we are at the moment. So what that means is that the way humans think, we do not think in such a way that we actually are even maximizing whatever we say we are maximizing at the moment, right? We just really need to have paradigm shifts that take such a way of what we are looking at the moment to see that there are a whole lot possible. And that is why I greatly respect, great innovation leaders, someone we all know, our absolute master, soon going to be the head of, don't mind me, I'm just joking. And I mean a lot of right? Why I say that is because you control a lot of things at the moment. I would often say, whoever controls media controls your life. And if you look at Twitter more than you read a book, I can tell you that your bias is being shaped by those things you are seeing online more than what you are naturally. I was speaking to someone recently, a bit of diversion, and they were telling me about the movie just watched, Formula or something. I've not seen the film. And he was explaining to me how great the woman is. And I was just thinking in my mind that this guy has never met this woman. And he's telling me how great she is because of the movie he watched. What is it like? It's the way media shapes our narrative, right? I mean, I can choose to rewrite my story and pick together a group of actors and tell them, model me as someone who was a very great guy and all of that. And generations to come who never know me, you think that was that way. And that was just what I meant by the box, right? But that was on the lighter note. More importantly, I think that it's a great invention. In my opinion, I think it's one of the best that I've ever used. Because of the way he thinks, the way he sees stuff. I mean, I do not want to live in Mars, but someone is already thinking of living in Mars, right? And I think that in that space exploration project later breakthrough, we can imagine the big possibilities that now exist for our world, right? And that is such as what we have with AI today. It will just help us advance on the way we have seen things previously and start to see them from a different perspective. So I wrote, next slide. AI does not replace work, it replaces boring work. So I'm going to move on because it's starting to seem boring. Some of the boring work I might assume, I mean for you guys, I have to do a lot of research to find out this. I'm not, at my core, an estate background manager. So I wrote maybe valuation, maybe all of those calculations might be quite boring. Property management, I mean, if you have to take lots of damages, always have to take lots of inventories of what needs to be replaced, probably within a property and all of those things, right? Those things might become repetitive and at some point it becomes boring, right? And I can always replace many of those things. I'm sure you're starting to think of how that will exist. I'm going to come back to that. Also, I wrote property search and flight meeting. And in some of these places, I wrote a few examples to show you that there are products that currently solve some of these problems. Let's go to the next slide. Going to be fast. AI applications in real estate. So I got a number of things here. I said we have AI applications across property development, valuation, data, property search, management, and appointment. So let me quickly go into I'm almost done. That's slide 3, and that's the second slide. Let me quickly go into the practical section that I was thinking of. Maybe we could do something like that. So let me see if I can divide your into, and it's going to be very fast. I mean, I'm going to do this in like 3 minutes, and we're going to come together. And one person from this group is going to present a solution around that problem. I mean, how artificial intelligence can be used to solve that particular problem. Please just read that line. So I think for these 2 lines, let's have the first bubble. What's the first bubble? Property development. So you guys can start already. I mean, just think of a tech product that is AI that can solve problems that exist in property development. Note that when we think of But I work as a program manager. When we think of solving problems, you don't need to solve all of the problems that exist within, let's say, that thing, right? You just probably need to look for important pain points. Like if customers or users will pay and solve those. Other problems or other solutions can come and solve it. So just look for the important pain points. I mean, you guys understand the technicalities of property development and guarantee. We start according to our school. Abi, let's go. I don't want you to do that way. Before we now say this is things for you, stand up. Please let stand up. Please, I want us to do that way. It is already feel like we start according to our schools. Yes, please let me talk. I don't want us to do this according to our schools. You said, you guys are mixed up. We should do it this way. Alright, so we have property development here. The next is data. You understand what we mean by data? You understand what we mean by data? Right by side. So for everything, right, we need data, right? For instance, do you know the number of residential buildings that is in Ile-Ife at the moment? Do you? No. As an estate manager or surveyor, for you to be able to work or solve the problem around that, you probably need to have that data. If you want to solve that problem, you probably go through the counting in garaging stores, tests, and you go on field and start, right? I'm already giving you the problem and now you want to do it. So your suggestion has been like data, right? So this is the data. You have just 5 minutes, but by the time it's almost up. I just have one person from the state come talk about what you guys have come up with. What's the next one? I can't see it. Can someone else see it? Is that appointment? How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is appointment. I guess you guys understand what we mean by appointment. Is that? You do mean that appointment. You guys need to meet up with clients. Always, right? You guys need to schedule meetings. Yes, that's just appointment. Come up with a solution that can help you better pinpoint another appointment. There are many solutions that do that already at the moment. You just have to do the last one. I'm giving you a very good thing around that. We have valuation of business. So I think this row, let's have valuation. I think everybody has valuation. Are you there? Valuation. You guys understand what I mean by valuation, right? In valuation, you guys use large numbers, big data. So come up with a solution that helps solve big data, large numbers, making it easier for you to work with those data. So let's have the guy here. What else do we have there? He said, property search. We crash that with okay, property search. It remains one more after property search, right? Or we have 2 more. We have only property management. Alright, so we have property search here. You guys understand what we mean by property search? I mean, alright, so please just come together. One person is going to present your solution when you are done. I know all of you are greatest people. Alright, no problem. So, you guys are going to be working on property management. A solution that better or pinpoint solve problems around that particular thing. So, please just come up with something. And there are a lot of solutions like this already. You probably just need to don't take that. Ground rule, please. Don't using AI to solve problems. Don't use AI to solve this one. don't check, please. Don't use statistics. I want us to just think of this with our head. Please don't use AI to solve this. So property management for you guys. So we are going to come back by 3:30. That's largely about 5 minutes. So we are going to come back by 3:30 and we are going to have quickly present their solution. Present it as beautiful as possible, right? I mean, we could bring up an idea from here and start working on one of those products. So I'll be waiting for us. You guys are not coming together. Come together as a team now. That's one of the tests of this program. Network. I mean, come together as a team. Speak about the problem and like look for a solution. Please, this is your team. You might probably want to pick a team lead fast and just think about the problem. Please, can you show me that slide again? by the names of the teams that are moving to you. So please just, so let me give you an example. Right? Are we together? Alright, so time up. Check time is over. In VP debate, you say this house is there by call to order. Please, this house is there by call to order. Please, let's sit down, please. Yeah? So I quickly want to run us through what I would love your presentation to look like. Are we together, please? IMO is my opinion. I think there are important things that when you are presenting, you must always mention. So I'm just going to give like a one guy. Hello, my name is George, and I'm presenting medics. Medics that help technicians, that help put together all traditional processes that exist. Are you following me, right? That puts together all traditional processes that exist within health institutions into one singular solution. I just mentioned the process, right? How do we do this? We do this by blah, 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 blah. Are you listening to me? When we then do that, I want you to then mention how AI comes to play within what you have just done. I mean, how you use AI. You know, you can solve that problem without using AI. Then you then explain to us how you use artificial intelligence to solve that problem. So for everything, you have 2 minutes. Like, don't give us long talk. Just get straight into it. Alright, so can we have valuation? Team valuation.
Team valuation. Valuation.
And I will say, we are going to judge ourselves, right? Team valuation. If I call the next team and I'm not getting the representative for the team before that, we don't have to run without them. So let's have it. So we have team property development. Property development. Property development. Please let us. Property development. Team data. Team appointment. Team property search. Team property management. Please let us come up now. So we'll continue without the data. Can you guys talk? Are you coming for the data? That's -2. Alright, so we are going to start for property. You want to start? Yes. Alright.
Hello, everyone.
I'm coming. So your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ile-Ife. So representing property management. So what is property management? Property management involves the administration, the operation and the oversight of a real estate property, right? So what we're able to come up with, so for there to be a successful property management, proper data has to be put in place. There has to be the point where we need to send out letters like rent renewal letters, rent review, land use chart, and quick notice, right? And for the past time, what they have been using is they have to type another letter that they want to send out to people. So there's this app called Tenant App. So this app is used to actually just send the letter directly. The templates are already in the app. What you just need is to fix in the name and also the address and the email of the client you are sending the letter to, and that's all you need to do. So you don't need to send yourself to write another letter. So yeah.
Thank you very much. You can see that 2 minutes is a lot of time. You spend 1 minute.
Good afternoon. My name is Osun, and I'm speaking on property valuation. As you all know, that valuation has to do with valuation has to do with checking the worth of the property for a specific purpose and for a specific reason, putting into consideration the underlying economic conditions at a particular moment. So one of the problems I feel like we real estate professionals find difficult during valuation is the ability to get sufficient data for property we are trying to evaluate. So that is if we have records that tells us the worth of a particular property over the few years, and what is currently selling on, we can now estimate the value of that property. So if you can ask AI, and I'm very sure that I saw AVM, which is automated valuation models, which can help us to create databases that can provide information about how much this property was selling in the past. So that can be as a guide for us to know how much we can put down this property in that specific economic condition. Another thing that we also find difficult doing valuation is the complexity of numbers and how to do with calculations. Because these are 5% and 6%, there are two major things. Once you calculate is 5%, the answer that you will get, if you use 60%, will be so massive, and you will think that you are wrong. So if you can come up with AI models that can help us to check accurate solutions and provide accurate answers to our valuations, we'll be able to come up with better solutions when we have valuation exercises. And that is why we have adopted the use of Excel these days, so that we can know how to use specific formulas and how to apply them appropriately when doing our valuation processes. And the final problem is complexity of numbers, which I've said, and access to data, which I've said. And another thing that I would like to conclude on is when we are doing valuation, we need to know the structure of the building, know the in and out. And that's the reason why we have VR these days, virtual reality, that can help us to get the in and out of the building. I'm happy to see that which is very well. This guy spoke like should we take this 1 minute? You still have to do.
Good day everyone, my name is Ile-Ife Victoria and I'm speaking on property development. Property development is the conversion of bare lands into valuable assets to commercial building, residential building, agricultural, and the rest. Now talking about property development, we face a lot of issues, but as a property developer, you have to bring in other professionals on site. One of the issues I've observed is the issue of monitoring the works on site. Now I believe that with the help of AI, through the use of drones or site sensors, we can actually monitor what is going on construction sites right in our home without going there physically. Another issue is selection of the right selection of location. Now, choosing the location for property development is very, very important because it actually contributes to the profitability of such building and also helps to build it in a way that interests the people that might likely want to buy or rent. So with the use of AI predictive analysis, you can actually analyze or predict what people might likely want to order for in that particular area and the kind of demography of people that are staying there. Another thing that we can use AI for is what we call virtual tours and chatbots. Now, chatbots help to connect property developers and potential buyers for the buildings that are constructing. And for the virtual tour, you can actually help to create 3D modeling of building, which helps to showcase the interior part of the building and show it to potential customers without having them to come there physically to see it. I believe with this AI tool, you can actually make property development very, very important.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to take it for the sake of people that are just going to speak. First, please don't speak of it as AI can do this, AI can do that. Yes, it can. Show us what you are using to do and make your product. Secondly, there's something we call extension in debate. If you are a creator, you call it extension. Because other people have said something, I'm not allowed to say it again because I'm starting to see a pattern, and if we are not careful, that will be the same thing everybody will continue. So just take note, like at the back of your mind. If you are about to say something that you think someone has been playing before, and that is your product, you might want to say it in a way that is different from that. Right, thank you for that.
Okay, good day everyone. Let's look at our project. So I was talking of property search. So what is property search? Property search is, you can say property scouting in terms of searching for properties for people and properties that are comfortable and exclusive. So in first of property search, there are problems falling into the hands of fraudsters, there are problems looking into stress. For example, people like tourists and executive people, you don't expect them to go about on the street of Lagos looking for properties. You don't expect them to go, since they are coming into Obafemi Awolowo universities, you don't expect them to go on the street of Ile-Ife searching for properties. So we have AIs that have solved the solution for us. We have AI websites like Google Maps and Google Earth. Looking into Google Maps has solved the solution for us. You have properties. If you want to look for properties in Ile-Ife, for example, go on Google Maps, you see properties, exclusive properties, list of properties that you might find interesting if you go on Google Maps. And also, problems that one of the AIs have solved for us is time. It has helped us reduce our time. Instead of going about looking for properties it has helped us reduce that. And also, we have this website that helps us, Nigerian Property Center. It's properties are listed on it. Properties all over Nigeria are listed on this website, and it helps us also reduce the stress of searching for properties. And in conclusion, as I said earlier, property search, AI helps reduce stress, and also it's more efficient in our property search. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think that was a very nice presentation. However, again, I want to say for people that just come in. You develop the product. Don't come and give us examples of already existing products. Give us example of what you do. Thank you very much.
Okay, my name is I'm going to talk about appointments. Okay, the problem here is actually simple. In the case that we observe that there's a lot of reputation of work of having to get an appointment done between two or more people. And then what solution can be done around that using AI is, number one, AI helps cover up that stress of having to do the same thing over and over again. So you don't have to actually be there to schedule an appointment. Rather, AI will do that for you, making the decision very fast and easy. And secondly, it helps also because we kind of level up in AI into just image generation. And then now we can actually generate videos instead of an actual person. So what it is basically now is to collect data from a particular user or a particular person, which the data will be interpreted, creating a model basically of the person. And the AI will act as, will be replaced basically, will be replacing the user and then acting as the person himself. So the way we've reached with AI right now is, I can see Calendly now making use of artificial intelligence to automate scheduling, in the sense that they actually collect data from the user and then act as the user itself. So they don't actually need to be there in person. And then in terms of, okay, let's look from the perspective of the business person. The business person has to be involved in other activities aside making a schedule. So it cuts down that stress of having to schedule with a person.
Thank you very much. The last thing, right? Data. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Duduyemi, and I'm here to talk about the problem AI can solve using data. And as you know, data is the bedrock of this field. And even as my colleague has said, you kind of look at what they said, they mentioned things regarding data, and that means that the art of everything going to be doing is based on data, and it now depends on how quality this data is. And the problem we are trying to solve is utility aspect, the generation of data, the making sure that this data is of quality, and making sure that you can now use this data. And the first part I want to talk about the generation of this data is that in line with this field of studies, that when we talk of in the field of land and surveying and geoinformatics, we know they deal with latitude and longitude and getting the how would I put it, the mapping of a particular
a particular building. And what we came up with is an automatic drone that we can make use of. And in this drone, we kind of incorporate every latitude and longitude of the rural area into it, so that we also place signals in every rural area we want to work with, so that when we launch this drone, it will be able to take the signals from every location and be able to generate this data. And apart from that, we work on, we use AI to define this data, because it does not just depend on generation of data, but can define it so that it can bring about information. Okay. So that I can bring about informed information. And in this, the quality of this data, and this data will now be stored in a cloud storage. And in this data that will now be used for whatsoever field you want to use it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. A round of applause for all of them. I think they did quite very well, quite amazing. I think at the core, I think we all, at a very basic level, now understand how we can integrate AI and then artificial intelligence to solve some critical problems, especially as regards our field of study, estate management and valuation. However, I think a number of things did not get the assignment. It was not a research on what AI can do. It was for you to come up with a product and solve just one problem within that. Within that. So I'm not going to announce our topic, and I want to put the body of Nemsa to please give the representative something. So I try as much as possible not to do the control and to eliminate my bias. So if I just compare and I see we are at par, then I can see it's not even. So I'm going to announce the people that are going first. I can't solve all the mathematics fast in my head at the moment. I can see the things that are already playing. I mean, from the figures. So if I mention your team, you can just please give them an example of that. And so the first thing that is going is team appointment. Please a round of applause for them. The next thing that is going is team, you're not getting tricky. The next thing that is going is team data. Thank you very much. The next thing that is going is team data. Okay. The next thing that is going is the property management. Numbers don't lie. So we have how many remaining? Oh, that's actually just so top three. I'm just going to mention who, according to these numbers, came first, second, and who came third. According to this, valuation came first.
But they don't give us the example of
development came second, and tax came third. If not for the numbers, let me not give you a bit of my analysis. If not for the numbers, I tax came third. But did you hear that? I thought my staff came first. But the problem I had was, you guys were coming to mention, I think you did a very good description of the problem and solution. But I did not need you to come and tell me the solutions that were existing. Like I needed him to profile the solutions that were outside. And I think, personally, I want to recognize, we did not recognize that school when we were recognizing schools earlier. And I think that's very bad. It's a round of applause for, I think everyone representing the Federal Polytechnic again. A round of applause for them. Yes. I'm happy to recognize it because I also went to Polytechnic. I went to Polytechnic first. I went to Federal Polytechnic now. Please clap for Federal Polytechnic. The This guy, Mr. President is laughing. We went to a polytechnic fest also. Clap for the polytechnic department. Lagos State Polytechnic and Bethel in last protest. We know ourselves. Because when we came to Twitter, all of us were giant entry students. So we knew ourselves when we came in there. Alright, so let me quickly complete my slide. Can you just, we are at the end, we are done. There is nothing more, right? I think you guys at least enjoy yourselves. So to just complete everything I've said, the summary, the next slide. Let me just I don't think I need to talk much about. A lot of you guys have used some of these technologies, why not predictive analysis. I see a lot of guys mentioning that around property search and that. Natural language processing, giving feedback, and computer vision, enabling fast and more accurate information taking. Let's go to the next slide. AI for sustainable and smart learning, right? I think this is a very big concern. And this is another thing I think has built entrepreneurs, or should I call it built specialists. I think we really need to look into it. Apart from an organization, it is called Green Building Council of Nigeria. There is Green Building Council all over the world, right? And one of the objectives of Green Building Council of Nigeria is to enable development of green buildings. And when we say green buildings, we are talking about materials. I hope we know green materials, right? The green materials, like using materials that do not emit a lot of carbon and all of those things, right? They are very important, but I just need to rush. Energy, green energy, having renewable energy and all of that, right? And I think it's an important conversation that we need to have, especially when we now start looking at integration of technologies such as artificial intelligence into our various fields. I think an emerging technology that AI is also enabling is smart building. And that already exists all around us, right? You can get into your home now and say, Alexa, put on the lights, right? And you can say, hey Siri, call this person or speaker. All of those are AI-enabled solutions, right? But these solutions are now being used to like even solve more core problems within our various fields. So for example, I was mentioning something about taking inventories of risk. As someone working on a product that can by itself, although that is not just artificial intelligence, standing because, well, everything comes across, right? IoT, Internet of Things, where a system can now by itself detect if, let's say, there is a crack or there is a leakage on a pipe. It sends the information to, let's say, the admin of such facility, and that can now be properly worked on. Unlike when someone just needs to go and be looking for where the pipe is being broken, or someone needs to report that loss, and all of those things. AI is really transforming all of these things. The next time, so I can quickly round this up. Ethical considerations is really key. And this is something that I would always do, right? I've had privileges of speaking on AI and in various places, and I would always say that I think because of how new the technology is, it is important that we always also mention ethical considerations, right? So we would always say, a friend of mine would always say that the way we as humans are built to first invent the gun before we invent the bulletproof, right? And oftentimes we do not see through a lot of harms that probably exist in some of these technologies because we want to break through fast and understand how useful these technologies are. There are a lot of harms, ethical considerations, and this will be taken, the consideration needs to be taken into such as data, bias in AI algorithm, regulatory compliance and methods. Another day I've spoken to Siri before, and he said call bio and it's called caller. Have you done that? Have you seen such mistakes before, right? It's a mistake of the bias in language, right? It does not properly understand your tone. And these are some of the things that the technology will become better at by the moment you have to understand and get the consideration. And also regulatory compliance. Presently all around the world, there are very few laws that currently surround AI development. So that's why there are a lot of breach, there are a lot of regulations being trampled upon. I said on a friend with a conversation at some point, and it opened my eyes to see a big intellectual property breach that all of us might be committing. And I think if push comes to shove, right, in I as a researcher can get a very good lawyer. I might be able to get quite a very good money from all of these big tech companies, right? So for instance, you want to solve an assignment, but you need to compare it with material, right? What you do is you carry the whole material that was written by somebody, right? The person's research, let's say your lecturer research, and you dump it on that platform. What you have just done is you have just helped that particular platform become better. Because what AI does, and it's part of like its features, it trains itself better by the information it receives. So imagine the number of data that we give to make that system better every day. We are giving it a lot of articles that were written by the sweat and blood of some people, right? It can be very argued out that they can say they are not the ones culpable for that act, right? I did not put it there. It was the user that put it there. But like that particular presently exists, and these are like ethical considerations that we can always do. The next slide. Future trends in AI. Just a lot of you have mentioned that. VR, blockchain integration, Fellow mentioned a lot of that, and also a lot of other emerging technologies that can also be used within this field. I mean, I have someone working on a system where you do not need to. I think someone mentioned it around property search. So I do not need to get to that property in Lagos, right? Via just a VR headset, I can have an immersive experience of how the home looks like, and that can be like decision making as to whether to buy or not buy. Right? I mean, these are impressive technology, blockchain, right? So it means the possibility of having money issues, I mean fraud issues, if we are not transacting on the blockchain, you understand how that works. It's being reduced because of some of this technology. The last slide, of course. Alright, so this is the most important slide here. I hope you can see it. It is the most important slide. I've always needed it in my presentations, and I found out that I was doing this. So I realized I was not going to make that mistake. So I want you to bring out your phones. I want us to connect, right? So I think that I go places and I did not get to connect largely because in the end you are in an age to be and I'm just joking. I said it's the most important slide on this one. I guess you guys have enjoyed yourself all along. I want you to connect with me on LinkedIn, most importantly, Ayomeko George, you see my picture. And maybe Instagram, George, and every other place. I mean, you can see nobody is doing it. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to drop the mic. Nobody is doing it now. I'm not going to drop the mic. I tell you should let's connect. Thank you very much, guys. It has been a beautiful time. Apologies. I wanted to do this when I started earlier. There are two amazing individuals that I do not want to say only came with us. I mean, it was a long travel to come here. We made the journey fun, right? We've been calling the whole of it to know their own thing. Is Damola still in your? Alright, please. Damola, please wave, right? I came with Damola from our farm location that we came from. Thank you very much for coming. Damola is the project manager. And we have Oluwarotimi also. Is this still in the hall also? We call him Babanet. Thank you very much for making the journey fun for us. Alright, thank you guys.
With these great skills and knowledge, I want to believe that our eyes have been opened. Yes, we might not have been given all that is needed for us to become great in this profession. But I want to believe that the foundation has been laid. And then we can build upon the skills and knowledge that have been ingrained in us today. I would love to invite the 401. A round of applause as I invite him over. The 401 of Nemsa, Nigeria. The president of all presidents. The presido of all presidos. The presido with the big machine. Small body, big engine.
I will invite him to appreciate our speakers, and as they also do that, we'll be presenting them some awards.
I'm a Yoruba boy, and the way that we do our style. Ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o ṣe wà? Lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ṣe wà? Don't you have Yoruba vibes here? What's the problem? Are we hungry? Are we tired? Great Nigerian students. Great 4-year students. If you know you are from Federal University of Osun, greatest of the greatest of the greatest Nigerian students. If you know you are from the University of Ile-Ife, the way you guys call yourself, better by far.
We are better by far.
Greatest of the greatest of the greatest University of Ile-Ife students. Obafemi Awolowo University, mother of all institutions. When you hype yourself, you say you are Obafemi University. Oku Yopolo. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest OAU students. FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Akure. We don't shout, we are Futarians. If you are a Futarian here, let me see your hands up. If you are not a fake one, we know ourselves. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest Futarian students. We don't shout because it's a University of Technology. No? We don't shout. University of Benin, Oba Atopere. Greatest Baba. I'm not here for Aluta today. Also, I want to recognize the presence of Polytechnic Ogede. Thank you so very much. I think there is Osun State College of Osun State Polytechnic here. Any other university present here? What is it? Ile-Ife Polytechnic. Okay, Osun State Polytechnic. Back Ile-Ife. Okay, Osun State Technology. That's Oscotel. Thank you so much for honoring our participation. Any other institution here today? Okay, 4 years. Welcome. This is the second time I've mentioned you because you brought escorts back. We are together. So I want to say a big thank you to every one of us today. I'm actually happy and to some extent I'm proud. We are making a difference in this institution because we are going better places. We are not here just to network alone. We are here to open our minds, expand our horizon, to understand the future, because everyone here, we are all into writing. The world is beyond writing. We are now in technological age, so we need to advance. Enough of we going for valuation and taking paper and pen and writing, although the AI is not taking off human efforts, we are complementing, the purpose of this conference is we are complementing the use of artificial intelligence and the human factor. We are not neglecting the human factor because we will still be the ones to operate the artificial intelligence. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of us making it up here today. I love you guys, and I'm proud of us all. Thank you so very much. Without wasting much of our time, I want to invite our speakers. So let me start with Ile-Ife George. Ile-Ife George is my partner in school. He's a graduate from Urban and Regional Planning. You'll be surprised when talking about AI. This is well. He's a first-class student too. To do this honor, I want to invite over the incoming president of Awolowo University, OAU. I'm doing you this honor to come and present this award to our great speaker. I'm doing this honor to present this award to our speaker. Thank you so much as you are waiting your presence. Thank you so very much. Leader with his swag. my party for life. Don't mind us, that's how he's a direct entry student, I'm also a direct entry student. We crossed a lot of hurdles together when we were in school. They nearly killed us, but we are here, up and grateful. Who gets loud? The former chief of staff, my chief of staff. Thank you so very much. When I was in school, I didn't call this lady my baby because we are always together, and people thought we were dating because we are always together. We sit together, sometimes we go together, we do tutorial together, even in the exam hall. If I'm at the front, she's at the back. If I'm at the back, she's at the front. And she's a first-class graduate from Estate Management Department, Federal University of Technology. And the former faculty president produce a tutor. Amanda Ifeloloro, I call her Amanda. Amanda Ifeloloro Shitu. That's how I do. We call her Shitu. What? My name is Shitu Ifeloloro Amanda. Thank you so much. To do me this great honor. Okay, I'm going to invite the president of the University of Ile-Ife, better by far, to do me this honor by presenting this award to our speaker. The Nemsa president, University of Ile-Ife, don't disappoint your people. You said you are better by far, so come and prove yourself. I'm making it a female to female thing. She's a female leader and she's also a female leader. So we are making it a female. They said her name is Buddha and I said my name is Sadaka. I also want to use this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of one of our great leaders here. That girl really tried for me, I won't lie. Miriam, Honorable Miriam, if you are here, please give us a standing ovation. She's my guiding helper and also my zonal PRO, Oyeni Samuel. When I was down, he was there. Oyeni Samuel, the part of yourself now. This guy, this is raw. And also, the incoming president of Nemsa OAU, they call him leader. Leader. His name is Dari, but thank God his name is Dari. My own name is Duduyemi, so that differentiates the two of us. I want to say thank you to you, Dari. Thank you so much. Also, the zonal coordinator is not here. He has always been up and down, just like Nigerian life. It is well. And also, my social director. That guy is always playing me, but he's always the best. Saba, thank you so very much. Engineer, my national PRO. I have a lot of stories to tell you. About this conference, there's stories to tell. Engineer, thank you so very much. They are really learning students, so at least they are better by far. At least for next year. Also, I want to recognize the presence of people call her my baby. My one baby. My alter ego, how do you pronounce it in your language? My general secretary. My second edge. Second edge. If you are in Benin, you understand very well. Victoria, the National General Secretary, thank you so very much. She's never tired of me. She's never tired of me. Thank you so very much. And also, my brother that drove all the way from Benin to Ile-Ife, David, thank you so very much. Thank you very much. My Oya people, it's not easy, almost 5 hours journey. I love you guys. I love you guys. University of Ile-Ife, where my egg resides. Thank you so very much, guys. I'm happy and I'm proud of you. I was expecting those 2 students from the University of Missouri, but you proved yourself better by far. Thank you so very much. Obafemi Awolowo University, rate yourself. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for standing by. But I believe tomorrow we'll get a better audience from you guys. We are rating you. They are watching you live. They are watching you live. So prove yourself that you're Obafemi University that you used to be. I don't know. Tomorrow you prove your greatness. Thank you so very much. Ede, thank you so very much. Senior Bali, let me call you Senior Bali. Thank you so very much. I'm happy to receive you. And also Tech, where is A4? Thank you so much for coming here today. And also I want to chip this in. For those that participated in the competition that I've just ended, there's a certificate for you guys. Thank you so very much. And for tomorrow, we are having an oratory competition, as my leader said. And that competition wants a representative per school. You are not representing your school. You are representing yourself. Whatever you have is for yourself and not for your school. So it is a point for you to sell yourself and to prove yourself. And after this program today, we are having a movie show.